And Chris Christie joins us now, governor of the great state of New Jersey. Governor Christie, how are you, my friend? How you doing?
Doing well today, Laura. How are you?
I'm great, and I'm excited about tonight. I think the knives are out for you. They're digging up old comments you made in 1994 about Planned Parenthood. But I know you've already commented on this, but this is an issue that's so near and dear to my heart. I'm about to fly out to Palm Springs to do a big event for one of the great crisis pregnancy centers there. It's called Mama's House, and so I do a lot for the pro-life community. But just again on the pro-life issue, say unequivocally what you stand for.
Oh, listen. For now, 21 years. I've been unequivocally pro-life. And Mary Pat and I together as a couple have worked hard for those causes, for New Jersey Right to Life, for Birth Haven, which is a wonderful crisis pregnancy center in New Jersey where we have not only worked and appeared but also contributed personally. And listen, Laura, this is one of these things that I think everyone in the pro-life movement needs to be aware of. Not everyone is born pro-life.
Right.
And what we want to do is bring converts to this cause. And 21 years ago, I was a convert to the cause during the pregnancy of our second daughter. The fact is, our second child, rather, our first daughter. And so my heart was changed. And I've worked now as a pro-life governor, the first pro-life governor ever in the history of New Jersey. Vetoed Planned Parenthood funding for the last 6 years. Stood up on the steps of the State House and spoke and supported our pro-life rallies. I've done these things, and we want more converts, and that's what I'm going to work on as president, is to change hearts. Because if we can change hearts, we can change minds. And when we do that, we're going to become a much more pro-life society than we are today.
Ronald Reagan wasn't pro-life, and Ronald Reagan became very pro-life. And so many people over the years, I say this all the time on my show, but in college, and until I really had a really clear political understanding, and I didn't really care at all about the issue. I didn't even think about the issue.
Nope.
And so I think, that satisfies my, I didn't have any concern about it because I know you, but I just think everyone needed to hear that, and I'm glad you stated that again for us. And Governor, let's talk about tonight. I know you've had a strategy of speaking very clearly and plainly at these debates. Clearly, the spotlight is going to be on Cruz and Trump and their back and forth, which I find, frankly, unfortunate. I prefer the attacks to be between the establishment and the outsider candidates or against the Clintons. But this is a primary season, and they're going to mix it up. Do you expect the knives to be out for you tonight during this debate?
Well, listen, the knives have been out for me for the last 3 weeks, Laura, as you mentioned, and that's okay. As I said to someone yesterday, no one ever shoots behind. They always shoot either if you're next to them or you're ahead of them. And so that's a good thing for me and a good thing for our campaign. But I'm not going to lose my focus, Laura. The real threat to America here is the Hillary Clinton presidency. That's the real threat to America. And so I'm not going to lose my focus. I haven't lost my focus for 5 previous debates, and I'm certainly not going to lose my focus tonight. I am the best person to prosecute the case against Hillary Clinton, to bring our party together, and to get the White House back into Republican hands so that we can reverse these awful policies that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama have given us over the last 7 years. And that's exactly what I'll be talking about tonight on the stage in Charleston.
Did you, I guess you did comment on Nikki Haley, obviously setting off a firestorm in the base. I didn't physically campaign for Nikki Haley, but I think I helped her a lot in 2010 when she was running for office, as did a lot of my listeners who live in South Carolina. They love her and loved her. I'm not sure if they still like her as much, but you praised her speech afterward. Why?
Because, listen, I first of all have great respect for Governor Haley. I campaigned for her both times that she ran, in 2010 and in 2014. I think she's done an extraordinary job as a governor, and I think that she put a very good face on the Republican Party in her talk on the night of the State of the Union. The fact is that I praise her courage for saying what she believes. Now, it doesn't mean that we all agree on every part of what came in Governor Haley's speech that night. I've said many times before, as you know, and gave a speech at St. Anselm's where I said, we cannot criticize people for being angry. They have absolute right to be angry, given how this government has failed them, given how this president has betrayed them. They have every right to be angry. But I praise Governor Haley for her willingness to speak her mind. And that takes courage to do what she's doing every day in South Carolina to turn things around. But I've been very clear in what I've said.
But Governor, let me just say, I'm a plain talker, you're a plain talker. Let me just say, if someone asked you to give the rebuttal to Obama, I have a sneaking suspicion that the narrative the next day, for 24 hours following your rebuttal to Obama, would not include Obama's team and the entire White House praising your speech. Nor would I think that Van Jones would praise your speech, nor would I think that David Axelrod would praise your speech. I think you would prosecute the case against Democrat management of this economy and foreign policy, correct?
Oh, of course. And that's what I've been doing on the campaign trail for the last 9 months.
She didn't do that. She didn't do that.
I understand that. I think Governor Haley said the things that she wanted to say. And listen, Laura, that is always what happens in these responses to the State of the Union. I've never given one, not because I haven't been asked, but because I've chosen not to do it. The fact is that you get into that and you're going to wind up angering lots of different people. I'm okay with that. I'm happy to anger people on the things that I believe in. But we're having a conversation now, not only you and I, but a conversation across the country about Governor Haley and her comments, when in the end, I think the focus really needs to be on the men and women who are running for President of the United States and how we're making the case against Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. And I think no one would say that I've been anything but very tough and very direct on Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama, and supportive, by the way, Laura. Yeah, and supportive, by the way, of what our voters are feeling. We will not win the presidency by telling people they're wrong for being angry that middle-class wages have declined under this president. We're not going to win the presidency by telling people they're wrong when the foreign policy of this country has made America weaker and a joke.
Putting on our knees.
Enough of a joke around the world, right?
We're on our knees now. That is, that is an image, that image that Iran is using. Governor, we wish you the best of luck. I wish we could have you for another 20 minutes. Best of luck tonight. We'll be watching. We're cheering for you. You know that. Governor Chris Christie on the Laura Ingraham Show. Thank you so much, Governor.